Welcome to your December 4th Raw. We are in LA. It's Staples Center. We have a tag team match. We have a monster among monsters, and we're woken.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, yes. Don't get to play the music all the time, but when we do, we destroy worlds. Welcome to the Raw After Show at AFTERBUZZ TV. It's your wrestling coverage for Raw. I am Markeia McCarty, and my full panel tonight, we have some lovely, lovely people. We're starting with the lovely, lovely man to my far, far left, Mr. Erik W. Barnes.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be back. Glad to have some fun. Enjoy another rousing evening of AFTERBUZZ Raw.
Yes. And next to him, you know him as the Wrestler Trauma. You know him here from Raw. You know him here from Hyper. You know him from Screen Junkies. We have Mr. J. Washington.
What's happening? I am glad to be back. I am feeling good. Shouts out to all my buddies who didn't return a text message. I hate all of y'all. You'll hear about this later, but let's talk about this long show that happened.
It occurred. It occurred.
Yes. Yes, and to my left, another lovely, lovely person, a wrestling fan extraordinaire. You know her from many of our pay-per-view channels that we have here on AFTERBUZZ TV. It is Anissa Barr.
Hi, I'm so excited to be back. You can follow me at Anissa Barr. I am the social media correspondent for XPAC12360, and you can follow me anywhere, and as well as you can see me every single Wednesday on Total Divas. We are going to have two special guests for Total Divas this Wednesday, so please tune in. And they are on the SmackDown team, so you gotta come and find out.
Nice pre-plugs there.
Mm-hmm. I know, I like that. It's like already you want to tune into that.
Yeah.
When's the time for that? That they have to tune in for that?
8 p.m.
There we go. Yes, so for tonight, wow, they're in LA. They're in Staples Center, LA, and I kept on trying to remind myself about this, and I kept on forgetting. So yes, I did not go. Did anybody here on the panel go to?
Anissa went.
I went.
Well, of course Anissa went.
Listen, I was trying to go. I swear to God, if I'd have got that call like, yo, I got you hooked up with this backstage pass, come on down, I'd have hit you back with a text like, hey, you know I love you, and you're the sweetest person in the world. But I'm going Raw. I'll let you ladies know.
I wouldn't expect anything.
I just had things that I needed to do, so I didn't go to the show.
Yeah,
sadly.
It was a last minute thing. My buddy was like, hey, I got an extra ticket to Raw. You want to go? And I'm like, okay, why not?
Of course.
There you go.
I mean, Dean Ambrose is going to be there. I have to go, right?
Right? Dean Ambrose and Bo Dallas was there. Bo Dallas got in the ring tonight, and I was not there. I watched it on TV, so that has to be good enough.
So you're the one.
That lets you know how depleted sometimes the roster can get when they be like, you know what, we're going to go and give Bo Dallas a match tonight. He ain't doing nothing
A competitive one.
A competitive, like he actually put up it was a match. You're like, oh, this is going to be a squash match. You're like, wait,
No, he threw his weight around.
He did.
Yeah.
You know, you saw he's the spawn of IRS, and you saw it in the ring.
Did you really?
Yes. I'm a big fan of the spawn of IRS, so I love Bray Wyatt and I love Bo Dallas. You cannot tell me different. It just won't work. You can even give me facts. I don't care.
Listen, I'm cool with Bo Rotunda, okay? But I just want to hear him tell people to Bo, leave while you're in the Miztourage. That'll be the greatest thing ever. But you still got Curtis Axel running around. Like, I feel like he's a pay-per-view away from being featured in Endeavor. But it's like they're trying to hold on to him because some fans love him and others just don't care. Like you want Curtis? He's a former Intercontinental champion. Okay, we forget this.
I did forget that.
Yeah,
See?
but we are living in an era where I could be a former Intercontinental champion, though.
Ooh.
I mean,
remember he was named Mike McGillicuddy at one point.
Oh yeah, no, he survived that. And his brother was Husky Harris. Where there's been
We went a long way.
Deep cuts tonight.
Yes, but talking about Kurt Angle, we did start with Kurt Angle in the ring, and we learned
speaking
that segue into segueing, that we do know that there will be a tag title totaler. Yes,
a tag title totaler match.
The tag title will be defended tonight. And we know that. He recaps last week with Roman Reigns, so he's going to have to defend the Intercontinental title. So we're actually going to get 2 title defenses tonight.
Boy.
Yeah, but then at that very moment, then Jason Jordan's music hits. It's like, wait, what? Okay. How are we feeling about this progression with Jason Jordan?
I don't like him.
I don't want Jason Jordan on TV till he hits puberty. That is a grown man that sounds like a little kid. Dad, it's not right. Okay, I'm okay. I can do it.
But he's supposed to do that, though.
I don't want to hear him sound like that. Like that makes me cheer every time somebody whoops on him. Granted, I would love to see like Kurt get mad and say, "You keep going to my office. You got Braun Strowman," something like that. Just throw him to the wolves. But I guess we're setting up for the heel turn that nobody's gonna care about. But
well, you know, he's kind of hitting those Mike Tyson octaves now, so you know, could be a choice. I will say that the audience was very vocal against Jordan.
Yes, they were.
We were chanting "Daddy's boy" because he just kept running the Kurt all the time, and I just don't see him as like he doesn't need to be in the spotlight. I feel like he needs to progress way more. He should stick with Jason.
So far, Atlanta and LA, the audiences have not
don't
been on Jordan's side.
Because when he goes home, he's going to feel it too. Because he is a Chicago boy. He is going to feel it.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be brutal.
We're from the same city. Hey, man, listen. We're going to get that work at the All-State, brother. I don't care. It's just that I think that they put the wrong... Because initially it was supposed to be Chad Gable as his son. And last minute they flipped it. I think they should have kept it being Chad Gable.
Yeah.
And that
would have made more sense.
And let Jason Jordan go with Shelton Benjamin. That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been a horrible mistake.
Or not make anyone anyone's son.
Yeah, or we can stop doing the son angle. We can stop doing that.
Or what they can do is have a paternity test and say, hey, are you really his son? And then flip it around and make it Chad.
Wow, that would be
interesting. What a terrible doctor.
I don't
and both members of the tag team that were totally unrelated and teamed up in NXT just happened to be half brothers, possibly, maybe, but not at all. Oh, man. Oh, that's more.
I don't get all of the Jason Jordan hate. I mean, he's a very pure athlete.
He's
in
fantastic.
The ring. He really is. I mean, they're just trying. It just feels like they're just trying to work it out for, you know, with everything with the story. I mean, and it's working
great wrestler,
for
bad
what
story.
It is. It's working for what it is because we care. We don't care. We're not indifferent,
right.
And then that is a definite win. So keep on pushing everything. It feels like it's nails on a chalkboard to y'all. Fine. I want them to go. I want them to be the man in the back where, you know, like during the Jaws movie. Keep on doing it because you care what's going on, and that's what's
all
important.
about a Quint character just showing up on Raw, but I don't know if that'll be ever happening. Quint is the character that you're talking about. Nails on the chalkboard.
Thank you. It is. Yeah. Okay. So
I got a bunch of blank stares when I made that reference, so that felt like explaining.
But we do know that Jason Jordan, he wants Reigns. That's what he wants. You know, and Angle says, "Oh, your knee can't handle it. You know that knee." And you know, Jordan trouts out his resume. He's like, "Hey, I had Cena, I had Braun, I had the Miz,
lost,
but held his own." You can't say they weren't good matches.
Participation trophies, yay!
Oh no. So and that Reigns has issued an open challenge. He's going to be a fighting champion, so they have established that. And Reigns comes out and he's like, "Well, you know what I want, what we all want, what our music was when we started. We want some Samoa Joe."
Yeah.
I swear to God, when it comes to Roman Reigns, if it was not for this Shield reunited, we still would not care about him.
Oh yeah.
And it's the only. I think people need to be honest with themselves. The only reason people are actually cheering this dude is because we see him do the fist again. If it wasn't for that, we'd be like, "Oh my God, here we go again. It's another Roman Reigns promo."
Well, he also is arguing with a person that we hate slightly more, which is Jason Jordan. So he has that going for him too.
Yeah, and with this open challenge, I wish that they would do it back then where it's like, remember how they did the hardcore championship as a 24-hour?
24-hour rule.
They need to do that with the IC title.
See Roman Reigns get jumped in the locker room like, yes, do it, Jesus.
But you have to bring a referee with you.
Yep.
Go to a birthday party.
Crash Holly?
I actually wouldn't mind that.
Crash Holly was running there when he couldn't go to the store. He was like, "Oh my God."
Man, go to a city where they can have a boiler room.
Fight at a Chuck E. Cheese. That'd be so good.
Yeah. Can't really do that here. Lack of basements and all.
Yeah, well, in any case, Joe does accept You know, it wants that to happen. Jordan wants to get involved before Joe. We have a belly-to-belly suplex on Reigns, so it's decided that Joe later, Jordan now, and we go into an Intercontinental title match, Reigns versus Jason Jordan. I think I already know how this panel is going to say with this, but we are going to say that Jordan does hold his own. He does.
Again,
I mean, you got the Northern Lights
trophy.
suplex. I mean, he blocked a Superman punch with a drop kick. You know,
Great.
for
Great.
instance,
Who won?
Reigns did win with a spear
So-
and a pinfall for
Right.
the win. It was Reigns.
I'll play devil's advocate because knowing the business, having been in.
Right.
Who goes over and who doesn't is a whole different ball game. It did put Jason Jordan in a better light, letting him showcase more against Reigns.
True.
And Reigns is known to be like a new Cena where he can help bring other people to have great matches. It's just the character with Jason Jordan that nobody's caring about. So we got to deal with the whiny boy. I need the whiny boy. If you're going to stick with that, fine. Give him a new look. Do something different. But he can't keep looking like Jason Jordan that came over from American Alpha. I mean, yeah, you got rid of the singlet and then put him in the biker shorts.
You want them to turn up that volume.
Turn it all the way up.
Snap
If you're
it.
gonna do, if
Turn
you're
it
gonna
to
do
11.
If you're going to do it, go all the way with it. If you're going to commit to this whiny baby gimmick that's about to turn heel and go snap on his daddy who can barely walk, because God knows it looked like it hurt Kurt Angle to walk out that curtain every time and it just do this. It looked like it hurt. Go for it. Go all the way. Granted, yeah, he didn't. We know Roman Reigns was going to win. Why? Because Roman's got to drop that belt to Samoa Joe, because Samoa Joe is going to be the Intercontinental Champion. That's the whole reason he has it. He's going to be a transitional champ for Joe. But yeah, if you're going to do it with Jason Jordan, what you're doing, go full steam with it.
Yeah.
If he's going to turn heel, make him turn heel. Do everything. Stop playing the whole, I'm running to my daddy. Go full. Just get pissed off because you know it's coming.
We all know that's coming, but that's my point of contention is that it's not that I dislike the heel turn as in general. It's just it's time to do it, and it's been time to do it for way too long. I've already seen him get frustrated as a babyface and held his own for 2 months now. I didn't need 2 months of that. Snap, get it done, get it over with. The match was good. I'm not saying that the match wasn't good, but this seems to be kind of the theme for the night, in my opinion, is the matches were great. They were just long.
Yeah.
Long.
Okay, so you're tired of the slow burn. You just want the powder keg already.
At this point, well, that's the problem, is that there's a difference between a slow burn and a little like firework fart, and that's what this is. It's not. It's just gonna go at the very end because we're like, yeah, we get it. Just get to the fireworks factory. I don't need Poochie no more.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Throwback to a Simpsons reference that no one remembers but me.
No, we remember Poochie the dog.
Poochie, rapping Poochie.
Yeah, well, at the end of this, after Reigns does Reign Supreme. Okay. So here comes Samoa Joe. He finishes the job. We have a coquina clutch.
Yeah.
But then Jordan actually saves Reigns with a back suplex. And, Jason's distracted by Joe, and Reigns serves him up some Superman
Our
punch.
hero.
Total, they gave them almost 45.
Hey, Reigns has come a long way, I feel. Like, he's better on the mic, he's selling more in the ring. I'm enjoying him with what he's bringing.
I hate
to
to say this line. Thank you, John Cena.
That was a really great back and forth
Cena
between
made him better
Cena
on that
and
mic.
Reigns.
Yeah.
Cena forced that dude to be better on the mic because he remember the first 2 promos, he got eaten alive. You were just like,
Yeah.
oh my God, stop talking, don't do this.
Yeah.
And he had to come back, but they gave them total between this that happened, the after the match, and then the next segment. They gave Joe, Roman, Kurt, and Jordan almost the first hour of the show.
Yeah.
They gave them the Triple H run. Because everybody remember the Triple H days when he come out, his first promo was 22 and a half minutes. And you gave him this, it's like, all right, do we really need to set up this much?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it felt like it was almost a half hour for everything all considered.
I did like how when JoJo was announcing, Joe just interrupted her and was just bag wagging on both of them. It was pure entertainment with that.
Nice.
But I didn't care for this match. I was like, oh my God.
Okay.
No, I mean, I thought the action was good. I was very impressed with the one-legged bridge on the Northern Light suplexes, and it just didn't. It was like I said, good but long,
Yeah.
All right. fair
overly
enough.
long.
Well, then we go backstage with Kurt. He's on the phone with Stephanie McMahon. That's not That's not a place you want to be. Like, nowhere with Stephanie McMahon. And then Jordan walks in. He wants a rematch. Okay, so, but first he wants a rematch against Joe. Oh, okay. And Kurt's basically, who do you think that you are to be saying any of this? They're going to call me out for favoritism. This is not a thing that we can do. You need to go cool off. And then we have Hammer Space Joe attack.
Yes.
I thought he actually injured himself because Impact. I thought he hit his head on the wall. I'm like, well, there you go.
I love. Don't get Joe mad when he start talking, because Joe know how to talk trash with the best of them.
Yeah.
You want this boy? I'm like, whoa. Okay.
That actually woke me up. I love it because it didn't feel like, because God bless Jason Jordan, God bless Kurt Angle. They are not high-level thespians. So when it came off words, and then all of a sudden Joe shows up and like just a battering ram, and then just screams, and I just felt fire. I felt it felt real.
I want to say,
didn't feel staged.
I want to say so we can move on. Shouts out to whoever's in the chat room saying, who heals first, Jason Jordan's leg or Curtis Axel's neck?
I love that. I love that.
That's Tails P.
What I'm interested is when Joe says, "Oh, just like your daddy." I'm just confused. Was that a TNA
That's
reference?
a TNA reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a TNA jab without a
Yeah,
TNA,
yeah.
without them referencing
Okay.
it.
Well, they can't say it.
Yeah,
True.
but it clicked real quick to me. I was
Because
like,
if anybody not
It's
paying
a wink.
attention, because everybody not paying attention, you're like, wait, when did Joe and Kurt Angle face each other? Well, if you go back and look at these old tapes and
Tapes
DVDs,
from
they beat
like
the hell out of each
5-7 years ago.
They beat the hell out of each other for like
Well,
6
if you go to
years.
shoptna.com.
You can find out how much they beat on each other.
Yeah.
From the other company.
Yeah, well, then we go into a video package on Absolution, as we saw last week. We have Paige, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville, and basically taking out Sasha, being badasses. What do y'all think about Absolution?
Sonya Deville's gonna hurt somebody for real. Like if you ever look at, I get they're training her, but her MMA comes out a lot.
Yeah.
She gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Cause she gets in, it's like Mandy Rose is ready.
Yeah.
She looks a little nervous on the outside. You can see because they still have that. Okay, I'm in front of the big show. I'm in front of this 15,000+. But Sonya Deville, like, let's do this. And she gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah, she's actually she came from AfterBuzz before she went to WWE.
Shouts out to her.
Yeah, and Maria Menounos was actually in the audience tonight, so it was really cool to see people from here in WWE. It's crazy how life happens, but I am rooting for Sonya more than Paige and Mandy. I feel Sonya is ready to be on the main roster because she has that gifted MMA background talent. But I'm kind of over the whole 2.0 women's shield, how they're just surrounding the ring type of situation. It's like, okay, I get it. Now let's go and
Well, this is only what, the second or third time that we've seen them.
I just
I'm
don't
not
like it.
tired of anything
I
that
like
they do
it,
yet.
but women factions don't make sense when there are no tag titles.
Yeah.
Because they're all going up for the women's title.
You know what, Eric? I agree with you. I guess we're going to have to put a women's tag title
I
in
am
there.
perfectly
I mean, it just
fine
makes
with
They need to
sense.
do that, but they need to hurry up and just say what this is all leading up to. Let's just call it for what it is. You're getting a 20 women over the top Royal Rumble match. You're for the all-women Royal Rumble match. That's all they're doing. And
Don't you mean an over-the-top rope challenge?
No, they're doing the actual. They're getting their own Royal Rumble. And
I know.
We were talking about, me and I think it was Johnny LaQuasso and I were talking about how they should book in the show. Let the ladies Royal Rumble open it.
Yeah, I
do the
remember
guys at the end. Yeah, and let the guys end it, because that would be the best thing to do.
Yeah. Instead of having other matches happening.
Just go ahead and let them book
Because
it.
everyone's anticipating for the Royal Rumble match.
I have no problem with that. Tag team, women's tag team, and
Yes.
women's Royal Rumble. No problem.
Perfect.
But I'm still
Done,
wondering
let's
what
do
they're
it.
going to do with, because we already have Paige, Sonya, and Mandy. Then we have Bailey, Sasha, and Mickey. And then that leaves Alexa, Nia, Alicia, and then Asuka.
All of them going to Rumble.
And then all past women.
They're
No,
the
SmackDown.
SmackDown women.
And
It's going to
SmackDown
be a
Yeah.
combined.
That's
Yeah.
what they do
Okay.
for the Rumble for the dudes.
Yeah.
Might
Yeah,
as well
so
do the
just
same
gonna
for the
be
guys.
And then
Everybody.
one random person from back in the day can
Yes.
show up.
If you don't have 20,
The ghost of Mae Young will show up. It'll
or
be
they
fun.
may just pull, or you never know. They might pull. Peyton Royce might get pulled in just because of who she is. Doesn't mean she's going to be brought up.
Right.
But she
That's
may just
true.
get pulled in. Because remember, Ty Dillinger got pulled in and got sent back to NXT.
Same with
Yeah.
Bo Dallas.
Same with Bo
Same with
Dallas.
Rusev.
So they'll be pulled in and then sent right back. So
As
they'll
their test.
Yeah, they'll fill up the 20 or whatever they're going to do. Because I doubt they're going to do. I don't think they have 30 women ready for that Royal Rumble.
They have a solid 20 though.
I know they got the 20, right? I know they got the 20.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do the 20. They'll pull maybe 4 or 5 from NXT, and then you'll have the rest that's between the 2 shows, and they'll go from there.
Yeah. They may even toss a bone to some of the people that competed in the Mae Young Classic for all we
Exactly.
know.
That's what I was
Which
gonna
Just
mention.
for just for
very
cool
much
one and
agree
done.
with. I want some Jazzy Gabbard in there, which
Yeah.
they'll probably
Yes.
do.
Oh yeah.
But
Or
yes, so then we have Paige versus Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss on commentary. So yeah, Sasha versus Paige. We got Mickey and Bailey, Deville and Rose on the outside, and a number of psychological things that the both of them is. It's nice to see Paige back in the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with that. I mean, and with this, Paige does win. She wins with the Rampage.
She looks healthy. She looks great.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the match. I especially loved when Sasha had that cross-arm camel clutch on Paige, and she kind of turned out and just like threw shade over at the rest of Absolution while she was choking out their leader. Super fun. I didn't care for the commentary at all. At all. At all. Because it just seemed like Corey Graves and Michael Cole were distracted by trying to decipher what the hell Booker was talking about.
What did he say?
Exactly.
Well, I didn't listen because I was at the show.
You can't hear it.
Well, you're better off.
Okay.
Because then you would be
Okay.
enjoying the match and not be distracted by 3 grown men arguing and then Alexa trying to put over something.
Right, but Anissa, you didn't have the commentary to distract you. So how did you feel about this match?
I actually, so it's so obviously we all know it's so different when it comes to commentary and not commentary. I really enjoyed this match with no commentary. It gave me a feel of who's more dominant because I now feel Paige is the leader of her group, Sasha is the leader of her group, and both of them just dominating. I did feel for Sasha when she was at the turnbuckle and she got slammed so hard on the mat. I thought she like broke her neck.
Well, that's one of those things. I give another shout. I always give shouts out to Sarah Mata, Sarah Del Rey. We go back from way in the day Chikara days. She's trained them a lot, and that's a basic 101 training thing for Sasha to remember to tuck her chin. Granted, this is Raw. You want to put on the show, but that bump she took can leave her concussed. Can, like Booker even say, give her a stinger, do a lot of different things. So you want to put on a great match. Paige can work, Sasha can work. Work safe. Don't go. This ain't Mania. This is Raw. You ain't got to kill yourself yet.
And what I liked about this match is like they never faced each other before, because Paige came up in NXT from NXT before
Sasha
Before
did.
Sasha did.
And by the time Sasha came up, she was almost gone.
she was gone. She was
No,
gone.
what did she move to?
no,
the
what
other
about
show?
what about
No,
Team
I think she's-
PCB versus Team Bad?
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
but
thinking
did
they
it
had
one-on-one
to
though?
I'm
not
sure
certain.
that they did actually. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
if chat room
but
can
it's
answer
still
that
been
if
a
you know,
while.
then that'd
Yeah.
be great.
It was
Yeah,
still
it's
a
been-
while
it's
if
been
it
a
didn't.
while. It's been
Yeah,
over a
yeah.
year.
Yeah, it's been over a
It's
year.
been a minute, so it didn't feel stale by any means.
No, not at all. I definitely would love to see this again. Actually, preferably out of the ring. Let's just have them
Falls
just
count anywhere.
falls count anywhere. Kind of like how Sasha and Charlotte did. I mean, not right away. Let's build up to it. But I would like that with a Sasha and Paige. That would actually be pretty nice. So with this match, after all said and done, Paige wins. Absolution gets their licks in on Sasha because that's just the way that this faction rolls. And then we go backstage with Kurt and Elias. So Elias wants a shot at Roman. But Jordan has a shot already, so guess what, LA will get a concert instead while Kurt Angle finds him a worthy opponent. So so we have that to look forward to later. And then we
Everyone wants a shot at Roman. No one wants a shot at Brock for some reason.
Oh.
yeah,
You
they're
notice
not
that?
suicidal.
Well,
They prefer to be uneaten.
Right. Fair enough. Fair
well,
enough.
everybody on the roster decides that, but according to all the fans, they want to throw Finn Balor to the wolves. Because
He can do it.
See,
What was it? Like
Would love-
62%
would love to see
or
it.
something?
want to
like that?
throw Finn to. Well, that's the tentative plan too, and they talk about changing that now.
Yeah.
The tentative plan is Finn and Brock at the Rumble, but what do y'all want to see that boy get beat like that for real?
Yes.
I think
Finn could go
I
up
think he
against
can do it.
anybody. I would
Y'all
love to see
really
advertisers.
believe?
I think,
It'll be-
I'm not saying that he would win. I'm saying that would be a really good
It's a match I want to see, and I don't mind if that match is between a grizzly bear and a salmon going upstream, because that's what it will look
Are we
like.
giving
and
the
I'm fine
equivalent?
with that.
So we're giving the equivalent of what we just saw at Survivor Series, basically AJ versus Brock. Something similar to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
love that match.
Yes, so did
Do
I.
it again.
Okay.
One
So
more
that boy,
time.
he get thumped from ding ding to ding ding.
So then we do.
You don't have to be the demon. The demon doesn't have to get beat. Just Finn.
There you go. They're completely
Oh
different.
my God! Don't
They're
do that.
completely different. So we have some cruiserweight action. We have Enzo and the Zoe Train. So there's Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, Arya Daivari, and Noam Dar. Enzo says that Gulak and Nese, they have to seize the night. You know, they have to do better than Dar and Daivari did last week. Basically, they need to represent. They have to get the job done. And then Nia Jax is suddenly there, and how you doing to Enzo? We got a little flirty flirt going on.
And Enzo looked like he ain't got no idea what to do.
Enzo had no idea what to do with this.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Oh man, look.
I kind of liked it.
No,
I kind of liked it. I'll be honest. I was just
I didn't.
Wouldn't be surprised.
like-
Wouldn't be surprised they all at the Comedy Store right now. Go.
Yeah.
Because Enzo hangs out there. That's just all I'm saying.
I didn't like it because I feel like they're throwing in another woman for the cruiserweight for it to be more entertained for people to watch. And it's like, all right, well, I want to see Nia a part of this women's situation that's going on. I don't want to see her in the cruiserweight.
Well, she has been. I mean, think about it. We just got out of the last pay-per-view, and she was part of the 5 women, you know, chosen to go up against
Yeah,
SmackDown
SmackDown.
ladies.
Yeah.
So she is. This is just.
I think
I
it's a
kind of see it
filler.
as more.
Just
yeah,
filler.
Exactly.
I just hope that this isn't filler that sacrifices me seeing her like kill other women in the division, because I can see the problem I have is I don't want this, like, she tries to date Enzo to trump over seeing her perform in the ring, because you know she's not going to get 2 segments
Yeah.
on the same
I just
show.
hope they don't make it like a Beth Phoenix and Santino thing.
Oh my God! Let's not remember. Oh my.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anything
I just
with
hope
Santino.
they don't do that with this.
Remember, like back in the day when they had Emma, when she was Bubbles Emma, and then they had her and
Santino.
Santino.
yeah.
Yeah. They had the two of them.
Santino
God.
was with every woman.
Hey, yeah, at first it worked, and then it just kind of went too far. But like with this, I would like to see some fun Nia Jax,
I
you
would
know,
prefer-
with some Enzo action. That's fun. I kind of like the idea of him running from her because he doesn't know what to do.
If anything, I kind of want it to be more of a Victoria and Stevie Richards type relationship when they were together, where Stevie was essentially a male valet for Victoria.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Um,
Good times.
You know, he'd be a really good mouthpiece. You know, so.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine. Make Enzo the new Jimmy Hart. I'm good with that.
So, but then we go into the actual cruiserweight match. Nese versus Gulak versus Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander. And yeah, I mean, it's a cruiserweight match.
All the
They're-
moves happened.
all of the moves happen. They always bring it.
Yeah.
They always bring it. I mean, this was for, you know, who faces Rich Swann for number 1 contender for next week. And it's strong. It's strong. It really is. Gulak wins though. He's a bit sneaky. He wins. Takes out Alexander with a knee, and he covers Ali for the win.
So many Spanish flies. So many
Yeah.
Tower
Yeah,
Doom
yes.
superplex, lumbar
No
checks
fly
a combo.
zone.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird that he like has no like knee pads or elbow pads?
Who? Gulak?
Yeah, I feel
Nah.
like,
He's old school.
It's old
I
school.
feel like it's so naked. It's
Nah,
like,
those-
dude, put
all-
something on.
all those
This
old
was a
school.
solid match though.
Yo,
was
William
a good-
Regal,
yeah.
all them guys.
Yep.
No pad, just trunks and boots.
Wigan.
Yo,
Wigan
those,
style.
Those are the most scariest people I've ever been in the ring with. If you don't wear no knee pads or elbow pads, you don't care about my life. 'Cause you don't care about your joints, so you don't care about my life.
Now they want to hit you with the blunt object that is their kneecap. That's what that tells me.
For me, I just felt this match was way too long.
Yeah.
For a cruiserweight,
Yeah.
it feels like they barely get any time. I was okay.
They
with
were
the
making
length
up for
of
all the
this.
lost time that they didn't get in previous weeks, which, while exciting at the same time, it just kind of felt it did feel overly long, and I don't know. I didn't hate the match by any means, and they were very impressive, and they wanted to do their darndest to kind of get everyone get their stuff in and everyone look good and get the crowd excited, but I don't know, just the length provided so much visual fatigue.
This
I
is
wanna
why
say.
they should not be 3 hours.
Yeah.
Just I mean,
Ross 3 hours.
I mean, I know it's
I know, I
it's one of
know.
those.
Yeah.
We've been
can't-
saying it for like what, 3-4 years now?
It's
How
one of
many?
those like we can't argue it, but it's like, I'm always happy to see friends. Like I said, I'll always brag on my buddy. I'll always brag on him because I love him to death. I'm happy to see what they get a chance to do. But, man, look, we don't need 25, 30 minutes of that if it's not a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
If it's not a pay-per-view, because that's what those time limits are. You know, that's what they're designated for. A regular match, unless it's a title match or a big, this is a big stakes in a sense because you'll go on to face Rich Swann next week to face for the opportunity. You see what I'm saying? It's not like you're automatically getting it. But
and part of me, and I could be just being jaded and all that, I don't think that Gulak versus Rich Swann is going to be as long as this match is. And so it kind of makes me think that, well, if next week is going to be shorter and not as dynamic, then, you know, it's kind of like saying, well, the semifinals were much better than the finals.
Okay, well, you know, keeping in mind that this is like a mini tournament for Cruiserweight, I felt like this was the proper length for a mini tournament style, where you have 4 against 4, now you have your 2 to go to your 1. So.
Right, but my point is that the finals will not meet the action and the expectation of what we just saw.
Because it's going to be Enzo and Gulak. Because that's the entertaining value of that. To have a member of the Zoe train go against Enzo. Right, that's got to be what they're setting up. Because you know, the way he's kept talking about him, you got to do this, you got to do that, I do that. The way Enzo talks to the guys, it's got to be leading up to then have Drew Gulak have his own promos against Enzo. That's all this is setting up for.
I'm fine with more PowerPoints.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we have Charlie Caruso interviewing Gulak, and she's asking him, so are you conflicted about possibly having to go up against the head of the Zoe train? And there's only one way that he can really answer that, with a PowerPoint presentation.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for that, so no PowerPoint presentation. But what we do
in
have...
a 3-hour show, we ran out of time.
For that particular thing. What we have, though, is that we have Elias in the ring, and Elias is beyond celebrity. He's talent, fame. He's the air we breathe. Exactly. Enter Braun. And Elias tries to attack Braun from behind because, you know, that's going to work. But instead, you know, he gets served. He even tries busting a guitar over Strowman's back. And for that, he gets his final meal and dessert in the form of both of the steel steps. And it looks like he's about to go, you know, good night, Gracie. But then Kane's music hits. And we have Kane, who, along with a lot of smoke, because, you know, smoke is attracted to this man. I'm sorry, this monster. That he's been the monster among men for so long. He's forgotten what it's like to be the monster among monsters. And next week, we'll have Kane versus Strowman.
Vote Kane for mayor of Knox County.
I just want to see Kane's lace front fall out from under that mask. Because once that lace front dries up, it is the worst looking hairpiece in history. Like when he puts all the water on it and conditioner before it goes out, it's like, okay, it look laid nice. And about 5 minutes of that match, you'd be like, oh, he need a new wig.
Shout out in the chat room to Jesus G. Fernandez Ramos. It was, where is the Elias Taraj? I like it.
That's a good question. He should have groupies.
Well,
and fans follow him.
Last week, you know, we had Axel and Bo Dallas, and they were wailing on some harmonicas, and they were doing a really good job. Whether I choose to believe that they're just really great on harmonicas. I choose to believe that. I could have used some of that with LA, you know, if they want their agents to see.
I now want Elias to be like new Adam Rose, not in the terms of the party thing, but just have like the Grateful Dead have the Deadheads that travel around in concert together. He has a group of people that literally walk with Elias to go from concert to concert.
Like The Godfather, how he had his hose, but...
They could just say,
they could be anybody, though. I mean, you know, they could be me.
Bring back the Good Brothers so they can tune up their vocals. That's all I want. Give me Gallows and Anderson constantly singing.
There you go.
Nerd, 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 nerd. That's all I want to hear.
Man, you're good with that guitar there. I don't know. That
something like that. There could be T-shirts involved with this. You know, I'm a walker. I walk with Elias.
Yeah, I walk.
I'm a walker.
I walk with Elias. Yeah, I'm a walker.
I'm a walker.
There you go.
So then we go backstage into the locker room. We have the Shield, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. And Roman's saying he gets his part done. So it's up to them to get their part done, because they haven't been doing that. But
No, not at
interesting.
all.
Ambrose, he's surprised that they have a rematch when he's fresh from his honeymoon from
What I miss.
Hawaii. Exactly. So and then some fun with the cell phone. Usual Shield hijinks were happening in the locker room. I can't believe he said, I did my part. So now it's time for you to.
It was like, yo,
stop resting. What are you doing?
get your life together. Get your belts.
Everybody's challenging me. What are you doing? What is this, a phone? Get off the phone.
Jeez.
So then we have Asuka versus Alicia Fox, and we have a sidebar video of Alicia Fox not being Dana Brooke at all.
Nope.
Not being anything like Dana Brooke. She's not like Dana Brooke. She's gonna break Asuka's undefeated streak. She's not like Dana Brooke, so she loses to Asuka.
Well, she didn't lose as quick as Dana Brooke
yeah.
lost.
Not as quick. Not as quick.
That match was probably, what, 5 times longer than last week's, maybe?
It was
Maybe?
definitely. I love that, like, last week's, it was basically GIF length.
Yeah.
That was the length
The
of that
whole
match.
length of that whole.
Well, they recapped it, and the recap was the entire match.
Yes, it was.
It was
It's
great.
kind of like one of those internet videos where you see like a cat just kind of jump on a baby.
What?
No, it's
Wait, a baby armbar is a cat in this?
Wait, what?
no,
I'm
it's
confused.
just like little, like a kitten,
Oh, okay. Because I'm talking about some girl
and they're
cat.
just like playing. No,
Did the baby
Okay.
armbar a cat? I'm confused. Or did the cat armbar a baby? That's impressive. Because they don't have thumbs.
I like the way they're doing this. Asuka is just. I wonder how long they're gonna keep her win streak going, because she had 532 days in the main in NXT. I doubt she gets anywhere close to that on the main roster.
I hope so.
I would love if she did.
At least for a year.
Yeah, but I Jesus, we're talking about Vince on the main, because that's Triple H knowing what to do with her in NXT.
Yeah.
This is Vince saying, you know what, I think she should finally lose. Alexa Bliss, you pet her. And some
Sure thing,
stupid-
boss.
Or he could just change it. I don't know. Yeah, I see that too.
You see what I'm saying? It's Vince not
it's
knowing
hard.
how to keep, like, that streak should stay rolling. She is that hot. Now, granted, you're gonna put her in matches where it looks like she's about to lose. She should pick it up at the end, but I don't see her even going a year, unfortunately.
Yeah.
She'll get a little bit of a while, because it seems like Absolution showed up at the end of the match, so that seems to be the next potential feud. I think that Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville will fall to Asuka, and who knows against Paige. So, work the way up the ladder.
yeah, Absolution does come out. Asuka leaves the little grin on her face, just like she did last week. She's like,
they were both smiling.
yeah, it's like, I see what you're doing there, and I will see you later.
I think
You
that
and
they don't
me.
want to mess with Asuka yet.
Oh no.
They're probably
no.
too scared.
Or they want her to join.
I think they're too smart. I think they're very smart not to. But who isn't smart, who's very much not like Dana Brooke, Alicia Fox stays there, and Paige is like, "Oh, relax, Foxy, relax, Foxy. You're my best friend. You were the only one that liked me. So of course, she wouldn't do anything to a friend, not Paige. It's not like she did anything to AJ. It's not like she did anything to any of her other friends. Speaking of which, Absolution just goes to town. Goes to
Again,
town.
Sonya Deville with that shining wizard. I was like, her face. Her face.
Man, she took it like a champ, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
That she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Absolution is still throwing its punches, doing its thing. So, next we have our, third to last, but second to last match. And we have Bo Dallas versus Finn Balor.
Yay.
Oh, come on.
This match is.
on.
I'm gonna tell you what this match is. This match is literally another match so Finn Balor can post on his Instagram and make Dave Meltzer mad.
Yep.
That is all this match is for Finn Balor to keep making Dave Meltzer mad, and people like, I don't know how I'm gonna get over and do this. That is all these matches are for. It's for Finn to rub it in Dave Meltzer's face.
Well, it's also to just buy time for, will we give him a Universal title match or not? I have an idea. Let's put him in a competitive match against perennial loser Bo Dallas.
Bo Lee. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
I felt that we were missing the Miz. I don't know. I miss the Miz. Like,
Way
I'm so
too
used
long.
to him. I'm so used to him on my screen cutting amazing promos.
Mm-hmm.
We are in LA. This is where he does live. And he's out in London.
Sling
with his
Blade.
Yeah,
wife,
he's doing
doing
his
Let him
thing.
let him do the
Marine 6.
I
Yeah.
know, and I'm excited when that comes out.
Let him
'cause
do
I'm
that.
gonna
Let
buy it.
other people have that chance to sign, like Bo Dallas. I
No,
mean, we had
but-
wrist locks, we had kicks. It was
Yeah.
solid.
I just
What are you
feel like the
talking
Miz is
about?
just missing.
He was the wrong person to have a competitive match with. Just Sling Blade, that rocket-based double drop kick, coup de grace, say goodnight. Everyone would have been
Yeah,
happy.
it was a quick match for me though.
Was it?
By the way,
It
that-
felt like an hour and a half.
By the
here.
way, that coup de grace, you are not, listen, from the being in the middle of the ring, you are not finna jump up,
Yeah.
out, and down
Yeah.
on my stomach.
I saw that.
You are not finna do that.
But yeah, seeing it live, I'm like, I think he went a little too far.
Yeah, because he had to
Like,
throw his legs down to make sure he had to throw his.
Yeah.
Because when he normally goes up and down, he doesn't have to. He can pull his weight back a little
Yeah.
bit. When you got to go out that far, you have to throw your weight down to make it come down. Like, and I can see Bo Dallas's eyes was like, "Oh dear God." He had that look. His eyes was like, "Please, just hurry count to 3. Hurry count to 3. Hurry count to 3."
Just believe.
Got to believe.
Believe in my bowels. Oof.
Oh man. Well, that's exactly how he won with the coup de grace.
Yep.
With like the white men can't jump coup de grace, like the full court press. Remember that one shot?
I know exactly what
Exactly.
you're talking about.
Right?
When he was like,
That far.
you my brother, are shooting for the sedan and a hook shot.
There you go. I knew you'd get that.
Good times.
So yeah. So going on from that, yeah, we have the promo then, right?
Yes.
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 Oh wow. So
Yes.
there's been a build up for this happening. Oh, just lay out your thoughts with it. Just lay out all your thoughts because we had Bray Wyatt and we had Matt Hardy.
Yes.
And Matt Hardy was woken,
Yes.
broken,
It was-
woken.
It was gloriously goofy.
Yeah.
And that's all I wanted. That is all that I wanted.
You sound like those goats off YouTube videos.
Yes. In my awoken condition.
It's just, I'm happy for Matt to be able to do what he wants to do again.
Yep.
But it's just going to be another loss in the Bray Wyatt column.
Good.
No, Bray deserves to be. Oh, granted, he is a former WWE champion, which no one ever thought would happen.
Right.
But it's not. This won't keep him going. You know what I'm saying?
Unless he join Hardy, please.
God.
And if
Maybe
he
Hardy
doesn't-
wakes him up.
If he
and
doesn't, he's going to be part of the final
deletion. Yeah.
Y'all can shoot
Just
me now.
no, just make no seriously.
Delete.
But that's
delete.
But what if Bray is like, wow, I was in the wrong cult all along. I should have been with this guy.
Yeah.
And then he shaves his beard and becomes like a different type of, like, he becomes a new member of whatever
We don't
Hardy's
do none of
calling
that
the
till
thing
we,
is.
Till we finally see Sister Abigail. Then once we see Sister Abigail, you can make whatever transformation you want to look like. I've been teased about Sister Abigail for 5
We
years
saw
now.
Sister Abigail. Didn't you see that stupid distorted voice in the veil?
That didn't
Newsflash, it was him. In a shawl.
What I hope.
I don't want to see Bray in a shawl. Well, maybe I do. If he was in a goofy Hardy,
We could easily see that. Now that we have
Make him-
woken Matt Hardy, we can have anything. We can have drones. We can have lawnmowers. Bring in the manservants. We can have it all.
bring back Senior Benjamin. Turn Brave Wyatt into Brother Husky. Bring back Brother Nero. They could even use the Lake of Resurrection to bring back the Hurricane.
We can have
Great.
anything. We can have anything and everything, and you cannot tell me.
Skarsgård, Jay.
You can't tell me that Bray Wyatt
Skarsgård.
would not be on board.
Yes.
But the thing is, will they let Matt do this as like, is this his own creativity? No other creative writer is going to do anything for him. This is all him. Are they going to let him have that control?
Supposedly he has it because, once the biggest issue was for him to be able to do it and get it from Anthem.
Right.
And so now that he has it, it's like he could be able to go with it because the fans want that one.
Right.
They really
That's why they brought him back.
Yeah, because the fans the fans don't care about the Team Extreme. No one cares about Team Extreme.
I did.
They're a fun nostalgia pop, but
That's it. But no one cared as much, you know what I'm saying?
So we got in the studio at 9:05, so we've got 5 more minutes. Y'all.
Okay.
So moving on with that, we have our actual last match of this entire Raw, this last tag team match, this last match, which was a tag team match.
You know, it's the Mac and the thing and the boom. I don't know. I don't know the song.
I knew what you were doing, but I was like, I'm guaranteed it ain't queued up.
What? Okay.
It was the Teddy Long
theme.
Teddy Long
Tag match player.
You can play it any time during this. What we have is the Bar. We have Cesaro versus the Shield, which is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, and it's for Cesaro, and it's for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship.
Yeah.
Now this match.
You know it's the Mac
Hey!
coming to get it on. Get out of my way. I'm coming to thunder and lightning and striking up the fight.
My soul believes that Teddy Long walks around his house by himself playing his own theme music in a bath.
I choose to believe whenever that happens on this show, something triggers in his brain. He senses it happening, and he just, no matter where he is and what he's doing, he just does that little dance, and he's like, oh, someone's playing my theme somewhere.
Big fried eggs.
Making breakfast now.
Get to the match.
Man, this match was
Gonna
awesome.
play alone.
Yeah.
This match was awesome. You saw it live.
Yeah.
What was going on with like you and the crowd, and just because everything with this, and including like the Shield winning by disqualification. What was that?
Okay, one thing I had a problem was they didn't come out of the crowd.
But the match itself,
weird,
though, the
yeah.
match itself. Tell us how it made
Well,
you
they're
feel.
not the full
and stuff.
Shield. They're just them.
I wish I saw more Dean Ambrose in the ring. Too much Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is great, but I'm still waiting for Cesaro to do his UFO.
Yeah, I think because
It'll be a while.
The shoulder and all these other things, I think they're holding it.
Yeah, but he's been wearing that tape for like over a year.
That's a
means
WrestleMania move.
That means he needs surgery. If he's been wearing that tape for over a year, he may need surgery, and he's holding out as long as he can to get it. If I know guys that have done that, like, you hold out because this is all he can do. Yeah. It's like, I gotta hold out. If I take any time off, then not only do I fall back, but technically now Sheamus falls back. Because we're not going to put Sheamus back in the solo spotlight.
Well, Sheamus is hurting too, apparently.
So this is going to be, I mean, there's a lot of things he can do, but I mean, this match is, you get what you get. I really don't like the fact that both Seth Rollins and Finn Balor do the sling blades. Somebody need to pick who's going to do it and call it a day. I like the fact that Seth Rollins did the Falcon Arrow.
Yeah.
On Sheamus, I was like,
that was great.
All right.
Yeah, we got a number of things. We got neutralizer. We got all the uppercuts. You know, Swiss Superman was, I felt, in rare form, but then he usually is. You know, kind of thing. I thought this match was awesome. I would recommend, out of everything that happened with Raw, to watch that promo between Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy, and then to watch this match. So,
amazing
and
match,
especially, and then Shield won by disqualification, because when you start stomping, you just can't stop. You gotta get all your stomps out. So we thought that was the end, but it wasn't, because Kurt Angle comes out and he's like, you know what? No, it's not gonna end like that. So match is restarting, no disqualification. So they're going at it again. And this time, because of a brogue kick by Sheamus, the Bar wins by pinfall, and they retain the tag team championship.
Yeah,
how
thanks
did we
to Samoa
feel
Joe.
About, yes,
And
thanks
then-
to Samoa
And
Joe.
what a good friend Roman was, by the way. I really liked the match. I really liked the match. I really didn't. But it was too good of a match to have a finish that week, in my opinion. But that's me.
It's setting up a 6-man tag match we'll probably get next week that no one cares about.
Yep.
Because we're going to keep stalling out Joe and Roman.
Yep.
For Joe and Roman, 4?
And keep in mind, all this giant awesome tag match was only to set up and serve Joe versus Roman's story.
That's all it was. And we're
And
going
no
to get
one
another.
else's.
We're going to get a rematch again of the Barr and Rollins and Ambrose. Hopefully they'll do finally somebody will do a Texas Tornado tag match that has not been done in years. This is when all 4 competitors can go at once, because we all thought the New Day and the Usos were going to do it, and they didn't. So let them 4 do it. Let them go at it. If you're going to finally give it, and then just in their storyline, because it's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just like with the Usos and the New Day. It had to stop, and it did. This got to stop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Too much back and forth week after week.
Yeah, well, with this, we have our same tag team champions. So we have that, the Bar. They've not only raised the bar, they are the Bar. There you go. Yeah, and also thanks to Joe. So we have Roman staring Joe down from the ring, and that is exactly how Raw ends.
Or did it?
Or did it? Indeed. So, but yeah, well, that's the end of Raw, unless anybody has any last-minute thoughts.
Nah, I think I got them all out.
No.
Yeah, I think we...
Much like Raw itself, this show has gone too long. So
all I'm going to say is after the show, there was a dark match, and pretty much Sheamus went through a table.
Nice.
all right.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Send the
then.
fans home happy.
So, Erik W. Barnes, why'd you put yourself over?
Follow me on Twitter at Erik W. Barnes for comedy and pro wrestling enthusiast needs. And I don't remember what other shows I have coming up, but I'm sure if you follow me on Twitter, I'll be sure to plug the heck out of them. And thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Mr. J. Washington.
As always, find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Mr. J Washington. That's MrJaywashington. Catch me here. Catch me on the Wrestling Compadres Slamcast with Johnny LaQuasto. Catch me on Hyper RPG, Screen Junkies, Collider Video on the Movie Trivia Schmodown. Catch me at the Trusty Sidekick Podcast. Get all your Marvel and DC TV show, movie news, all that. And I'm just summer everywhere.
There's a lot of J.
Bar, hit us.
I'm Anissa Barr. You can follow me at Anissa Barr. I am the social media correspondent for XPOC12360. Please watch us every single Wednesday at 3 p.m. live. And I will be interviewing, I'm going to be interviewing The Glow and her man. So you come by on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on Total Divas. We're going to be interviewing Naomi and her husband, Jimmy Uso.
All right, and I'm your host, Markeia McCarty. You can find me at Markeia McCarty, MarkeiaMcCarty, Twitter and Instagram. And catch me on Marvel Movie News tomorrow at 2 p.m. We will be talking everything Marvel, everything news, including Infinity War trailer and all of the above. 2 p.m. on Popcorn Talk, and I hope to see you there. But we're really glad that we saw you here, and we hope to see you next week at the same time, 9 p.m. on AfterBuzz TV.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.